Welcome to this edition of our SMA International News for the month of July. In this episode we have items from Rome, where we will hear about the plenary council that took place in early June. Then to Tanzania, where we hear about the projects of Lulu and Tanga. And finally we go to France to hear about an anniversary celebration that took place recently. And so first we go to Rome and the plenary council. The SMA Plenary Council is the forum which brings together the provincials and district superiors together with members of the General Council. They meet 3 times in a mandate of 6 years. The 2022 Plenary Council was the first one where superiors met in person, as COVID-19 forced the earlier one to be held virtually. The Polish province was to host the second meeting, but as they opened their 2 houses to Ukrainian refugees, the meeting was then changed to be held in Rome.
The purpose of the Plenary Council is to monitor the implementation of the decisions taken at the General Assembly, as well as deal with issues proposed to it by the General Council or SMA members. It votes on the budgets submitted by the General Council for the different areas under their control, and for the support of the different units not yet able to fund their works. The work of the Council is discussion, evaluation and decision. They evaluate the things that have been done and what needs to be done for the life of this mandate. The areas of primary consideration were mission, formation, administration, finance. And in other topics, the Plenary Council discussed the refurbishment of the SMA Mother House in Lyon, the collaboration with laity, and also further collaboration with the SMA Sister Society, OLA, Our Lady of Apostles.
We have started a process with them, and that will lead us till 2026. And the process is to help both institutes, the SMA and the OLA, to rediscover the charisma, the original charisma. And what discovering this, we will carry out in a better way our mission for today.
There was great hope and optimism that the society is still dynamic, and new leaders are emerging all the time, which is good for the society. Next year's mid-mandate Plenary Council will launch the preparations for the 2025 General and Unit Assemblies.
So for me, the key point is learning, and which I hope to transmit to my conference back at home.
The work that we did together just to improve our missions was also edifying for me, and I had also a good interactions with my brothers outside the meeting, which was also encouraging for me because we shared our successes in the missions. We also shared our challenges that we face on mission, also in our leadership in the SMA.
Plenary Council of 2022 is unique in terms of the people that it has brought together. New provinces, new districts, new delegations and representations. And I must say, it's life-giving. There's been a wonderful atmosphere here, a great desire on everybody's part to make a positive contribution and to think about the future and to think about it with hope. Because indeed in our world today, that's one thing that the world is lacking, is that great sense of hope.
The discussions also, of course, talk a lot about the future of the SMA, where we are heading to. And from what we have been going through during these meetings, I am very, very optimistic about the future of the SMA in Africa and in the whole world.
So now we go to Tanzania. The work of the SMA in Tanzania has gone on for a long time. It is now widespread and inclusive. We now look at the Tanga and Lulu projects, which continue to support and enhance the lives of people.
International Albinism Awareness Day is commemorated every year on the 13th of June. For our Tanga family, it is one of the most important days during the whole year.
And that is why we commenced our celebrations already on Saturday, the 11th, when we invited 100 40 kids from our neighborhood, and through different activities like games, plays, discussions, and by simply being and eating together, we have been strengthening bonds and creating together social integration of our albino youth with our young neighbors. Someday we reserve for the celebrations within our Tanga family, and on the day itself, Monday the 13th of June 2022, we hosted a few representatives of the regional and local governments, the Tanzanian police force, heads of some schools, as well as our friends and supporters. Our youth had got an opportunity to present their talents, skills and works, and one of the highest points of this day was the launching of the new music album called Believe by Rema Kabula. We also held a discussion with our renowned guests about the actual situation of the albino people in Tanzania, and together we were seeking new ways of how to better their future. We hope that this collaboration will bring up some concrete actions for the sake of the Tanzanian albino population.
Hello, my name is Susanne Deetjes. I'm a lay missionary at SMA and I'm coordinating the Lulu project. You're very much welcome.
The Lulu project helps young women and mothers between the ages of 15 and 23 in Tanzania to discover their talents, plan their futures and start small businesses. Lulu means pearl in Swahili and is active in and around the city of Mwanza near Lake Victoria, where many girls don't get the chance to finish their education and often get pregnant at a young age. The project offers training in life skills, entrepreneurship, handling money wisely, taking care of yourself and your family. Through this way, the young girls discover that they're of great value, like a pearl. Additionally, the girls join handcraft lessons and workshops. New students can join the Lulu program in January and July. Currently, we have 11 groups which are facilitated by 24 mentors. Our 11th group is for women with hearing impairment. Most of them are deaf. They receive guidance and support from a sign language teacher who teaches them from our Lulu curriculum. We also offer a sign language course to the family members of the girls and the Lulu mentors. We also have a new initiative called Business Club, where mentors and students can apply for a small grant to support the startup of their personal businesses. Through this way, we support the women to become more self-sufficient and to increase their quality of life. At the moment, we're using our classroom, but this puts limits on what we can produce. A professional workshop will give us a chance to make a wider variety of products.
And now we go to Combres in France, where there was a special celebration on the 19th of June, attended by local authorities and guests from many parts of France, to mark the 140th anniversary of the arrival of Father Moreau in Ghana. His arrival there marked the beginning of evangelization in Ghana.
1880-2022. It's already more than 140 years since Father Auguste Moreau and Father Eugene Marat arrived on the then Gold Coast, now Ghana. An event that the community of Combres did not want to let pass this year after several postponements due to the coronavirus pandemic. Originally from Combres, Father Auguste Moreau is an important figure of the SMA, an important figure especially for the Catholic Church of Ghana, of which he is a pioneer. And so, it was with enthusiasm that the SMA of Lyon, Ghana, and the Catholic community of Combres gathered on Sunday the 19th of June to commemorate the gift of this person to the work of evangelization. It was an occasion rich in colours and emotion.
It was a very symbolic celebration because the whole village was there. It's a small village. The whole village was there. Even the mayor of the village was there. And it was to commemorate the sacrifice of a young man who gave his life for Christ and for the evangelization of the world. When we look at the size of the village of Combres, we will be asking what good will come out of this place. And yet the Lord used a simple man, a simple son of Combres to evangelize a whole nation, to evangelize a whole people, the Gold Coast and today Ghana. It was also a symbolic ceremony because it coincided with the solemnity of the body and blood of Christ. And as Christ gave himself to us, to humanity, gave his body, gave his blood, shed his blood for the life of the world, so we can say of Father Moreau, Auguste Moreau, who gave himself totally. He died at the age of 39 on the sea on his way back home because he was sick. So for me it was an inspirational ceremony, being from Ghana, being an SMA, and coming to this place to see where Father Auguste Moreau came from. It was also inspirational to see the participation of the whole village. The mayor was there, and so we presented some very symbolic items coming from Ghana to the people. And for me, I hope that this celebration will be an inspiration for us in this generation, but also for the young people in Combres, that they also be inspired to give their life to Christ and to give their life for the evangelization of the world.
Auguste Moreau.
After the celebration this morning, we want to know him. We regret not having known about him before now. We realise that he was a great man and that he achieved a lot and that he started from nothing. It is an old saying that we are small, but we can also perhaps bring support to others. We must keep hope alive. I thank all the people who came to this ceremony and those who helped us.
And now for some general SMA news. The members of the General Council went on visitation to Italy, Lyon and the Netherlands, and these provinces held their provincial assemblies recently. On the 25th of June, at the SMA International House of Formation in Calavi in the Republic of Benin, the students who have spent the last year there took their first oath as SMA members. The SMA in Poland continues to welcome refugees from the Ukraine. There are presently 87 people in our 2 houses there. And that brings us to the end of this episode of SMA International News for July. We hope that you will join us again next month, where we'll have more news and items from different parts of the mission of SMA.